Welcome everyone. Show me your medals. Week 20. Happy Valentine's and happy Pancake Day as well. Yeah, but you didn't know that one.
What is Pancake? It's Shrove Tuesday, isn't it?
It was Shrove Tuesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Valentine's was yesterday. So
Do
we're
you know what? I
bringing
always forget about Shrove Tuesday. Always
you
forget.
extra love on this week's episode.
So quickly, Dave, what did you get up to on Valentine's Day? Me and Will's short. We didn't do nothing, but we live through you now. So what's
So
it like being in love, basically? I should rephrase that. What's it like still being in? Yeah, just in case you come up with
It's not marriage to you.
What's it like still being in a honeymoon period? It's a better question, better phrased question. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. Yeah, so took the day off work.
Oh yeah.
I actually thought a lot more people would take the day off.
No one. I don't know anyone who's taken Valentine's Day off. Like that's the first time I heard of it from like you.
Yeah.
I mean, if you take the day off work, I mean, I know she don't work in the office, but then how are you going to receive flowers? You know, you need to be in the office. Think about it.
There's ways.
Okay, but anyway.
Yeah,
Took the day off.
I thought there'd be more, but there's actually only two of us took it off.
Yeah.
So, me and this other guy. So yeah, I took it off. Went into London. Now that I live in the sticks, I have to say that. Went into London. It's weird.
It's an event now, isn't it? Yeah. Going to
It is
London.
a
Yeah.
It's a treat. It's a treat, right?
And then
Went to London. Went for lunch. Had a really nice lunch. Bit weird because we were the only people in the restaurant.
but you picked that in the VIP area, yeah?
But you must have told her. I bet the whole place
Yeah,
up
so
for
basically,
you.
I tried to
How
start it out.
romantic.
Kit did that
Oh,
time.
Brownie
Yeah,
points, mate.
literally, I said I'll put that the whole restaurant for us. But
Did you buy flowers?
well, yeah,
Bought flowers.
flowers in the card.
Flowers in the car.
Kind of flowers, though.
Roses, isn't it?
Dozen roses, mate.
Yeah.
If you don't do dozen roses, you're a loser.
Would you write in Valentine's Day cards these days? Anyway, like I can't know. Like I don't know. I just forget if I bought one and I wrote in it. What would I write? Like
Roses are
Julianne,
red.
love you lots.
No,
Roses are red.
you have to-
Violets are blue.
Yeah, it's difficult.
Yeah.
You
God
have to
made
try-
me
you have to try and be-
beautiful. What happened to you?
You have to try and be original. So
Yeah.
I googled something on
Yeah, and what did it come up with?
loads that I haven't used before. So
And then what did you choose?
I'm sorted for the next 20 years, basically.
Yeah.
So
Alright, alright.
card and roses are standard. Yeah, went for a really nice lunch. Yeah, the food was really good. There's one dish that really stood out for me. It was tapas.
Right.
Oh,
It
yeah.
had
Nice.
this chef's homage to omelette. And it was banging. It was omelette with ham and potato. So it's
All right.
really
So
good.
you've got lots of brownie points for that day, yeah?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. On
and then-
to
Well, I'm finished yet.
oh, okay. I was going to say.
Can't calm down.
Keep going then. I don't know, we're 3 minutes in now where it's like, you know. Sorry, I forgot you need to make up for the lack of chat you did last week, so I've got to take it away.
Yeah.
I'm not wearing any lipstick this week, so that shows you. And yeah, just went around, window shopping, just walking around, and then we went to the comedy store in the evening.
Oh yeah, you went into it and you went to watch a show, yeah?
Yeah.
Any good?
Yeah. It had 4 acts. 3 out of 4 were really good. Just loads of laughs. Like the open, it was just so funny because the opening line was like, "Yeah, you're all here because you don't want to talk to your partners for Valentine's."
I've been
about
to
right.
a couple of comedy shows and I enjoyed them a lot more than I thought I would, kind of thing. Because I'm not a laugh out loud one. When I hear a good joke, I just sit there.
Yeah.
I'm still like that in the comedy show, but I have the few I have been to. They're quite funny.
They were, yeah.
But for whatever reason, well, not for whatever reason, but they are a lot more funny in person as well. Then if you watch it in TV or whatnot, you have to be there. And it's
No,
I don't know what it is. Yeah.
So I've been a couple of times. I think I've been fortunate. Like most of the acts have been better than others. So yeah, and then that finished off the evening. Came home quite. Well, you realise how far you live from London when you because we got home like at 11:30.
All right, full day Valentine's. Made the most of your whole day off then.
Yeah. So yeah, so it was good. Good, thanks.
Same again next year. Okay. On to the real stuff then.
Questions
5 minutes
already?
in.
Oh, okay.
Who wants to go first? You actually, it probably isn't, but is this the first week we all our teams won? I mean, it might not be,
Yeah,
but it feels like it.
It feels like it
Because
because
Man United it was very rare for Man United to win,
yeah,
and then for them to win and then everyone else win, it's like it must be. But yeah, it's like you said, it's
think it
But
is.
saying that, Man United, I'll make it quick on Man United. We're actually on pretty good form. Like we're 4 wins on the bounce, including the FA Cup, and then undefeated in 6. It was 2-2 with Spurs, and in the table 6, which isn't the great. I mean, we went top 4, but the result against Villa is a pretty good result because Villa's been high flying. Villa at home, Man United away, a 2-1 win. You know, you would. If we were going to do the prediction, we probably went, like 3-1 Villa, 2-1 Villa, that kind of thing, right? But yeah, Højlund's been on form, right? And then we're basically the best of the bad bunch because Villa's bit like the top 4 is what it is, right? Those 4: Man United, Liverpool, Spurs, Arsenal. Then you've got Villa, a bit of surprise package, and then the rest, was expected: Man United, Newcastle, Chelsea, and we're there, kind of thing. So I think top 4. Probably still not. Like I said, the teams we mentioned are much better, perform much better, and just a better team all round. So I think Champions League would be a hard push, but I think fifth, sixth is about realistic. I think 5th is even could be possible now, which I didn't think. We're on that bad run, but Villa's currently occupying it, 5 points ahead. There's still 14 games to go. Kicking on, and Højlund's actually scoring now. 5 games in a row he's been scoring.
You can see it. He's strong. Like
he's a weird one, isn't it? It took so long. Like he showed brilliant signs, but just never worked. And as soon as he's got one, he's just popping up all the time. But the biggest fear is now at the moment he's on a 5 game scoring streak. But I could easily get next be a 5 game blank next. You know what I mean? He's like. But other than that, yes. But again, you know what we haven't mentioned for a little while? Any Onana mistakes. So then maybe that's what coincided with the good run. You know what I mean? Oh,
yeah,
keeps it quiet.
Makes a difference.
And there's a win, so
Scott McTominay.
Can we be a bit honest though? Can we be a bit? I watched the game.
Yeah, they were lucky.
United were piss poor.
Yeah,
like,
poor. Yeah,
I couldn't
but
believe
it's more
Aston Villa
yeah,
didn't put away the chances.
Villa sold it. Villa they played better, had much chances.
We got man of the match on Onana, right?
Did Onana get man of the match? I don't think so. I didn't know he performed that well.
Was it not Højlund? It was was it not Højlund?
Well, it was Højlund. But,
it has to be
another
Højlund.
one is that McTominay. We keep mentioning him. He keeps popping up. Like he doesn't. I was gonna say he doesn't get enough credit, but I don't think he does. No, I think he's just one of those. Right time, right space, right.
Reminds me of Giroud though. Every time he comes off the bench, he scores.
Yeah. But there's a comedy value to McTominay. He comes on, and you're like, oh, why is he coming on? And then he'll just do it. You get me? Whereas Giroud, he's got a bit about him. You know what I mean? I don't think anyone rates McTominay that much, but time and time again, he's coming in with these equalisers or winners and whatnot. And again, he's still Man United's top goal scorer. So you know what I mean? There's something about him. But then again, for him to be, that United saviour all the time, again, also shows the level Man United is. McTominay's not nowhere near top 4 kind of player. Should it be? Even anything. If anything, he was meant to leave this beginning of the season. Remember, him and Maguire meant to leave to beginning of the season. But yeah, can't complain too much. He got the winner yet again.
Strange one, and
I did look. Onana did get man of the match, Dave.
Really?
On thinking, so he had a blinder, yeah.
He had a.
Well, according to the stats, right?
What
In
time?
America.
What we watching, man?
I didn't watch it, but I heard he made some really key saves. That's what I heard, and then I heard he got man of the match. So wow. But yeah,
anyway.
I think maybe he's turned the corner, or is he due another mistake? That's the thing, isn't it? You never know.
He could be doing us a bit, but he just keeps it like the way it is like this year, and then Man United's winning. Like we keep saying, when he makes the mistake, it kind of translates to the whole team, right? That nervousness and all of that, but it's all good.
Well, it's all about results. Even though you play dog shit all the time, you play
Exactly.
sick. So that still says a lot.
Over to one of yous.
Well, I'll let Will go last because he wants to talk about or 6-0, but
6-0, yeah.
yeah.
Liverpool's
Yeah,
routine again, yeah.
yeah, happy. I think there's a lot of pressure on that game, even though it's home to Burnley. Because of Arsenal and City are going on a bit of a run, so there's a bit of pressure for us to win. We did so, probably a bit more, yeah, comfortable. I feel. Allison had the flu, so Keller stood in, and he actually didn't do too bad. 2 important saves, I think he did in the game. Nuno scored, which is good, but I think he missed a couple of sitters as well, which is normal for him. But yeah, I feel that it's still very much down to us. We just need to keep winning, regardless of what other teams do. And it's Will's probably got different opinion, but I still think it's a 2-horse race.
It's a little slight dig at Arsenal, a little jab it in there, right? it can't be a two-horse race.
How can it be a 2-horse race? You're nuts, man. Look at our results since the break, yeah, and you're still telling me like we've been winning matches like with 5-0s, 3-0s, and whatnot. We've been high scoring in these games as well.
Yeah.
We've come back on and we're scoring from set pieces again. But how can you say it's a 2-horse race?
And not even just that,
you crazy?
Arsenal are literally on level points with City. So if City's in the title race, I get what you're trying to say, Dave. That's in your opinion. It's just going to be at those two. I mean, we know
what's going to happen with Arsenal. Right?
Yeah, fine. I get that.
That's why I'm saying it's a 2-horse race.
As an opinion,
as it stands now, it's not. But we know, come another month, 2 months, is a 2-horse race.
But we have been saying this from the very beginning of the season that Arsenal is not going to be there, going to drop off, yada yada yada. There's still little points. But they still have a game in hand. Don't forget that.
Drop off last season, March, wasn't it?
When did they drop off?
April.
So there's still time for them to drop off.
No, I'm with you. I don't think Arsenal will be there at the end. That's my hope as well. So you think they're in the title race for sure. They're definitely rivals. You know what I mean?
No, we still got players to come back from injury now. Like where we dropped off is our players got injured last season at around that time, and we just lost momentum from it. I don't know what it was, but I feel like we're learning from every single season that Arteta is at the helm. We've been learning. It is time. It is time for us to take the take it to the race with make it interesting. It can't be Liverpool City all the time. You can't discount us from that.
I'm happy to be proved wrong. I'd like you to be part of the equation, but I feel, obviously we still got players to come back as well. So like everyone got injuries to come back. I still feel it's us and City on the basis of we've done this, we've been there before, and not having to dig at Arsenal. They haven't been.
We were there last season, Dave. Though we were there last season, we dropped off the last 5 games.
Yeah.
And we will learn from that. We'll definitely learn from that.
Okay. We'll refer back to this week 20. Is it 19? Oh, I forgot what I said at the start.
20.
We'll come back to week 20. This video at 13:57, 13 minutes 57 seconds. But I love to be proved wrong.
Humble pie.
Yeah, I'm happy to eat a slice.
You sound like a West Ham fan right now.
No, mate.
At the start of the game, all these West Ham fans were all chatting. Oh, we're gonna beat you. Look at us. We've won 2 games now. It don't matter. It don't matter if you won that. But we came into this. I'm not gonna lie. I was nervous because of the results this season's against West Ham. But it was just, the way that we've been playing over the last 5 games, it's been, short of not short of exemplary of how well we've scored goals, from set pieces. I think we kept a clean sheet this time with the personnel that we've got in place. think we played really well. And everyone's the reason why I don't know why everyone just hates Arsenal. Everyone just hates Arsenal, and that's good because that eggs us on.
Scummy
That does eggs
fans.
us on.
Scummy fans.
Yeah, deluded fans.
Yeah, deluded scummy fans.
Deluded fans and all that fucking Invincibles. Shut up.
yeah. But at least you don't know then. Like you don't know that you lot are the most hated fans in the Prem probably, right? So there's a
We know
reason
because
for it.
everyone knows that we're doing well now. Like it used to be laughing at us because we think top 4 is a trophy. Like you look at United now. Look at United. You're even saying top 4. You're trying to
We're the
go for
banter
top
club.
4.
I keep saying where what Arsenal was, in those 7, 8, 9, 10 place, places. We know that, but the time will come.
Yeah.
Like Liverpool's time's coming after Klopp leaves. We said this. The time will come.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what a way to kind of round off the weekend for me especially. It was a good weekend at the end of the day. 6 massive goals. Thought we pulled it back because it was a lot of pressure for us. City and Liverpool won. We had to win this game to be within any kind of a shout, and we did it emphatically. Defenders have scored, assists for everywhere. Everyone kind of scored. Saka again. It was almost like a rewind of last season when we went to London and Saka had that second goal penalty. He missed it last season, but this season, incredible for him because think about the amount of pressure on that moment because if you go 2-0 up at that time. It's massive. It's massive. It gives you massive momentum, and it proved well because it was half time. By half time, it was 4-0. You started seeing West Ham supporters walking out of the stadium, like going off home. It was amazing. Like I've never seen anything like that before.
Early shopping in Westfield for them, innit? Yeah.
But it must have been. But we were just solid. I think a little bit was West Ham were really bad as well. Yeah, I think we were good, but I think West Ham were just bad as well. They just lost when it was like 3-0. I think they just lost a lot of motivation. I guess you can call it that. But we were running the park. Everyone in our team was at least a 7.5 out of 10. Everyone in that team. So happy. We're up there. We've dragged the goal difference back a little bit, so I don't think we could be any more happy with that.
Yeah, actually, goal difference could be fairly important. Everyone's a bit tired at the moment. 32, 31, 31.
Yeah,
you think about our last away games, we've scored like 5-1, a load of high-scoring games there, and it just goes to prove.
Yeah, definitely could be crucial because it's literally another point, right?
Yeah.
It counts as another point if you're level. So yeah.
You don't need to worry about them though. They're not in the title race, remember, Dave. So
yeah. I'm talking about Man City.
Okay.
You mentioned City scored 56. Liverpool scored 55. Yeah. So
I just can't believe every single week you discount us.
Yeah.
And we come clawing back.
Yeah. It's reverse psychology. Remember,
me and Dave's worst nightmare would become week 38 and Arsenal are champions. We'd be like, oh my god, we're cancelling everything. We're not coming back. We're not coming back next season if that's the case.
Is it times 2 noodles? Yeah,
times 2 noodles. Yeah, times 2 noodles.
Times 2 noodles. If Arsenal come top, it's times 2 noodles for you. Yeah.
Yeah, for Dave as well, and no half shit as well, Dave.
No
full
half,
packet.
Half shit. I fucking nearly died.
Half shit. Good. That's the whole point.
I was watching last week's back. His face was it was just like it was just the funniest shit.
So you're monged out when you drink alcohol. You're monged out when you eat spicy noodles. What news are you there? You know what I mean? Jeez. All right,
I'm done with that.
A good week then for all of us. Happy days. Yeah.
Probably. It probably is the first weekend that we've all won.
I think it is. Yeah.
Because
it's always Man United spoiling them.
It's always United,
It's
always United letting us sit upside down.
Long may that continue.
All right, predictions. We didn't do predictions because you monged out.
Yeah.
So we'll do it this week.
Okay.
I think have Liverpool got 2 games? Yeah, Liverpool got 2 games. We'll save the Liverpool one till last then.
Okay.
So Burnley,
Man
Arsenal.
United. Yeah. Who? Burnley? Burnley? What?
Burnley, Arsenal. Burnley at home.
Nah, Arsenal gonna smash them. We'll have a. No, go on. What do you think first?
4-0.
I was gonna say 4-0. It's gonna be another smashing, man. Burnley are awful. They're like the whipping boys. Them and Sheffield United.
As many goals as possible.
If you're going
But
4-0,
4-0.
then I'll go 5-0 then.
I'm going to go 3.
3-0.
3-0.
4-0, 5-0.
Yeah.
All right, and then we got the next day would be Luton at home versus United.
United's on form. Normally, I would say something silly. Like, even something silly, I would say United like 2-1. But I think
2-1.
I'm going to go 2-0 victory for United.
Woo!
2-0
First
victory.
clean sheet.
Luton's
Actually,
not
no. Luton always scores. My friend from Thailand said you can't discount Luton. They're always good at home. Yada, yada, yada. Fine.
It's difficult at that ground.
Luton's on
2-1
form.
seems too little, but 2-1.
Dave?
I'm going 1-1.
Oh, that was what I was gonna go for.
This is Luton.
Then I'll
Crazy.
Do you know Luton's
Luton got
been
good
playing
record.
well,
Yeah,
brother?
they've got
At
good
home
record.
as
You can
well.
actually-
At home.
Yeah.
I think United's gonna have some trouble. Onana's gonna have a mare. I'm telling you.
Let's see.
I'm going 2-2. I'm going
Dave
2-2.
1-1, yeah?
United.
Yeah.
The thing is with Luton, I said on paper, you look at that badge, you look at their team, you think whipping boys. But like I said,
Look at that.
look at the badge, you got the name of the town, you know what I mean? Like, but they've actually been putting up a decent
They're all
fight.
right.
Where are they? They're not even near the bottom 3, are they? Yeah, actually, they're just above.
They're in and
Everton.
around that.
They'll
probably
But
still
they've
go down.
They
They'll
picked
probably
up a
still go
little
down.
bit of form. They picked up a
Yeah,
little
but
bit
they've
of form.
probably still got it. Like they need a bigger gap than that. But you know the gap between the rest, right? So Everton 10-point deduction. Burnley and Sheffield United are on 13. Luton's got a 7-point gap from them. It's quite crazy.
It's only because they probably won the last. I think they won 3 of the last 4, something like that.
Okay, and that's like 9 points out of nowhere, isn't it? Something stupid.
It's something stupid like that. Yeah. So
Okay, next game.
So it's a Saturday game. Brentford at home versus Liverpool. Go on, Dave.
Brentford at home is always hard, similar to Luton in that respect. But and Tony's on form. Fucking Brentford's like a bogey team. I feel this last couple of seasons. But I'm gonna go for 2-1 Liverpool.
3-2 Liverpool.
What did you say, Dave? 3-1.
2-1.
2-1. I'll go 3-1 Liverpool. Then.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Diaz. Jota's gonna have a field day. I think.
Okay.
I like Jota on that one.
Then what's the next game?
And then it's a Wednesday game.
Liverpool home.
Last
to
game,
Luton.
Liverpool at home to Luton.
Luton again. They're not so.
Yeah.
They're not as good either way.
So their double game week's quite difficult. But yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Liverpool home to Luton. I reckon smash them 4-0.
Guys, I don't think Luton gets smashed that often. So 3-1 Liverpool.
2-0 Liverpool. 2-0 Liverpool.
If they get a 2-0, that's quite respectable. You know, I
For
reckon.
Luton, yeah. I think they'll be parking a bus though. That's what I think.
Yeah.
Luton away because they've never been in that atmosphere as well, so they're gonna let in goals for sure.
Yeah, but as long as their manager plays the "You Never Walk Alone" tune at training, I think they'll be all right.
It didn't work though. So
It
it didn't work. So
4-0 or
don't
something
do
like
it.
But
It was
Liverpool
something
after that.
stupid. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
so crazy.
5-1,
man.
5-0, something like that.
We
Yeah.
were. I think I was. I was just.
Great,
just
isn't
having
it?
a mare
That can only
of it.
go that can only go 2 ways: your hero or your bloody knobhead.
Well, if you think about it, we've taken away points from you this season. So
Yeah.
we must be doing something right.
Because he didn't.
He's not playing. He's not
not
playing.
playing Oh,
What was you gonna say about double game week then?
well, that brings us nicely onto fantasy. Right. So we were just talking about this before you came on there, but yeah,
You had a blinder, Will, which I thought you would. I only just seen your scores now, thinking this Arsenal fan, he should be full with Saliba, Gabriel, but you went right and Saka, and there, rightly so. Yeah, you even got that Adebayo on Luton. You put him on, but you know what?
It's for preparation for this week.
Okay, yeah, you got 5 points, which is good. But I just seen your bench as well. You got 20
Yeah.
points on there.
Yeah, 20 points on the bench.
I know, man.
Douglas Luiz.
It's,
and
I banked on Pedro Porro to do something on in his game, but he didn't.
Who
And
was
then-
Spurs playing? Oh, Brighton.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was going to be a tough game, and then I had.
What about Luton?
the
I'm surprised you played.
But do you know why? Doughty, yeah, he every like the past 3-4 weeks, he's been getting decent points.
Yeah. If not clean sheet, assists and bonus and whatnot.
Yeah, but it was. I should have put Gross in there, to be honest. Gross.
Yeah, I would have taken Gross over Doughty, I reckon, against Sheffield, Sheffield United. But
De Bruyne was a gamble too, but anyway.
But yeah, you've got one of the highest points close enough.
Yeah, someone's got 88. I think Daniel, your
Payroll Dan.
Dan, got
And
the
then
88.
Change at the top. Friend from Thailand's back on top now. People's Champ, small slip. I just noticed People's Champs changed his team name. Someone goes, you're on the league.
What's he changed it to?
Oh, that's what Vinny said. He's playing a major gamble. He's going out.
Yeah.
Has he gone with no Haaland? Oh
season.
my goodness.
Do you think he has to live up to his name now, isn't it? He said it to us in person.
Did he take him out? When did he take him out then?
No, he took him out a while ago because he's been injured, remember, and he's not had him back. You know, Haaland's been out for injured for ages. So basically everyone's been taking him and Salah out, got loads of money, right?
Yeah.
So he's back now, and everyone's brought him back in, and then he got dubbed 2 goals, and you never know. I mean,
he might regret it.
Yeah, I think most likely he'll have loads of money. He'll have loads of money to spread it out. But then again, this week, because remember Haaland played first, and everyone captained him, and everyone was like, "Oh man, you're in big trouble." He captained Saka, and then look how that turned out. So it's not always.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not always Haaland
I was close to captaining Saka, to be fair.
But it could be a dangerous gamble, especially with that name now. You know what I mean? Yeah. So let's see.
But yeah,
double down on last year's nice guy, innit? So nice guy V2, innit?
Are you any of you playing the chips this week?
No,
not yet.
I've tripled.
You got it on Haaland, yeah. Dave,
you can't. You just it's too enticing.
You're gonna hold it.
It is tempting.
So enticing.
It's
who got City got? City got Chelsea.
It's because it's Chelsea and Brentford. If it was like Luton and Sheffield United, then obviously no brainer. I think Chelsea will be fine. I think Brentford might be a stumbling block. That's all I feel.
City at home.
I wouldn't say it's a bad choice, but personally, I'm not going to do it.
It's one of those. But are you going to captain Haaland then?
Um,
Are you taking a gamble? Because Liverpool's got two double, like I said, nice games. You know, you could hunt on.
I think. Do you know what? Liverpool might be the better shout to put a triple captain on.
They've got better teams on paper. The only thing is that if you're not gonna triple captain Haaland, right, or you're not even gonna captain Haaland, you'll be proper bricking it because not only are people triple captaining him. If he scores one goal, your rank is gonna. I was gonna say drop, but you're at the bottom, near the bottom anyway, David. So.
I might still captain him, but I'm going to save that triple. It's always hard, but there's going to be loads of double game weeks coming up.
I think there's definitely another one, and I saw a team. I don't know who it is, but there's definitely one more at least.
There's definitely, because obviously it depends how far Liverpool, let's say, and City go in the FA Cup and Europe. So I would feel there's guaranteed one more. I would say there's another 2 double game weeks coming up.
Still confident on the top half table, Dave? 50 points, 40 points.
Yeah,
50,
one more now.
You're 17th, but 50 points away from.
Yeah, 50 points is literally like one game week. So I'm in the shout, which is where you want to be.
Okay.
I'll make my move towards the end of the season.
All right.
Any tips?
Nah, I mean, I'm sure everyone's loaded with the double game weeks and whatnot. Haaland triple cap. That's about it, right? Everyone's But yeah, I'm not even making any transfers. I'm quite stacked for now. I think everyone's just going to target those double game weeks, ain't they? But game week 20, the game week after this will be interesting because there's a lot of blank game weeks after that. So
Yeah, I need
yeah,
to be
tread
careful
carefully.
with that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Game week 28 is double game week for some clubs. And definitely probably 2 more in the first. Anyway, yeah.
If you're not going to use triple cap to him, I wish you luck then. I wish you luck. I would use it, but I remember I used it on Salah for 9 points. So shows how much I know.
But that always happens.
Yeah, it does.
It could be Haaland gets a yellow card in both those games. 1 point.
Haaland would definitely. I think he'll get something, man. Chelsea.
Definitely Chelsea.
It's 2 home games as well. That's the thing. It's 2 home games.
Yeah.
But we'll see. We'll let you
We'll
make
see.
that decision. We'll check your team out when time comes.
We'll see. All right.
Okay.
Your vote.
Question time. So I thought like we've got so many questions, Will, and they're probably mostly generated about you. So I thought let's switch it around, and you'll choose the questions to ask this week.
I'll choose it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because I doubt we'll
Let me
get through
see.
all of them, right? So
Nah.
I've not looked how many questions.
There's like 14.
Fucking hell.
the 14th one was this long ass riddle or whatever by the stairs and red rose,
I
white
didn't
rose,
read
and
that. Yeah, I
Is
didn't
that-
read
it
that.
was
Is
made
that
up
not
of
the
2
game?
questions. So anyway, go and fire away. You. And we've got half an hour or so.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we'll fire. We'll get through five.
Let me choose one that I think that's quite cool, and we've never really talked about it. We've talked about other people moving for other people to other countries, but if you got to live in another country for a year, where would you live and why?
Interesting.
First, I've never been away like for work or anything. I've always just been here. When I was younger, I always wanted to maybe work in America. Like I've been in America a few times, meet my cousins, and you think, yeah, that it was good. Food was good, weather was good, and what. But now, I would not want to be in America. There's the stuff you see in America, the news. I don't know, the violence, the homelessness, all of this, all of that. I think it's Twitter clouded my mind. These things are probably around back then when I wanted to live in America, but now everything's more. News is just breaking and everything. You see all these videos. It's put me off America. So now I think America's, it's not that glamour it used to be. So, when I was younger, it would have been America. Hong Kong always appealed. Again, it's probably why we got friends out there. I mean, on paper it appeals. I'm sure in real life it appeals to. Holidays always good. I don't have any family out there, but whatnot. But each time you go there, it's just. I mean, I don't know. I was gonna say it feels like your home, innit? But it's not. It's not my home. But when you're around and it's just
It does feel-
your people.
I feel like that.
Yeah,
the month that I was there, it just did feel like it was just a natural. I didn't feel homesick or anything.
Yeah.
Spoke the language. I loved the food. Obviously, you got lots of friends there. That you won't feel like overly lonely or anything like that. So yeah, definitely a destination for me, like Hong Kong, to be out there for a year to live. But if you're, thinking like outside of that, then I'd probably say like a Bali.
Mm.
I think like customer service out there, just second to none. Food's so great out there too. Relaxing, kind of like paradise as well. Don't think I'd get bored of that. I quite like the peacefulness of it, as like a stark contrast to Hong Kong and the city life.
I would. Yes, I think similar to vote. I would have thought like somewhere like New York would have been really good. I've been there twice, and it is good. But I think Australia would appeal to me actually. I think
Australia's nice.
Yeah.
Like Melbourne's
I've never been there before. Anyway,
You haven't.
but
Full of Asians though. Like every block that
Well,
you walk,
Melbourne
is just full
is,
of
isn't it?
Asians.
It's like-
Melbourne. Yeah, Melbourne's definitely. Yeah. Sydney as well. Sydney's got a lot of Asians there too.
yeah. So I think it'd be Australia for me, just because I've never been there, and it'd be it takes a day to fly there, so to stay there for a while would be like worthwhile.
They do like working holidays out there in Australia, but you become like a fruit picker. You're literally our farmer out there. But yeah, okay. Another good one I liked was what's the hardest lesson you've ever had to learn?
Dave?
Hardest lesson I had to learn.
Well, if you're thinking about that, I've got one.
Go on. Start us off.
I must have been sixth form, so that'd be like 16, 17 years old. I got caught smoking weed in my own home, and my dad, quite rightly so, went ballistic, and parents decided. No, was it in sixth form? It was around that age where 18-ish. I just got kicked out of home, because I think it was the right thing to do, because I think I took a lot of things for granted. I didn't really appreciate how comfortable life was, because my parents were hardworking. They gave us everything that we needed to be successful, and I think I took that for granted, for sure. And with me living out by myself, and yeah, that was hard to kind of. It wasn't because I was smoking weed. It was because I didn't want to finish my uni. That's what it was. They went ballistic about the weed, but yeah, I didn't want to finish my education, and they said that if you're not going to study, then you're going to have to survive on your own. See what it's like. You need to work hard, because I don't think you know what working hard is. And it was a struggle. Like, I was doing a bit of college at the time to get some like MBQs or whatever. But it was a struggle working part-time in a jewelry store, trying to pay rent, living on rice and peanuts pretty much.
So where did you live in during this period then? You rented somewhere? With your mate,
I rented somewhere, yeah.
on your own
Luckily,
or with friends?
Nah, it had to be a shared accommodation.
Yeah.
It wasn't the nicest place in the world. It was in Reading.
Like
But,
with random
yeah. No, thancfully a friend said that there was a spare room, and they, it was just rented out to me for like 200 quid a month. So that was manageable on a part-time job. I actually, had to go full-time at one point to survive, really. But it taught me a good lesson, and I think without that lesson, I don't think I would have been as hardworking as I am now to survive. So that was mine.
Dave, you're gonna have to take it away. I don't think I have one. I live
I can't
Had a
really
good life.
I live a non-adventurous life. Yeah, I've like
I think the only hard lesson is probably something similar to Will. It's just like when I left home and fending for myself, which sounds quite, undramatic.
But you weren't forced to do that, though. You did that to your own accord, though, right?
Yeah, but
But it's still a lesson. It's still a lesson, like that
Is
you
it?
have to
No,
learn.
it's not. I guess. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're right. It
I've
wasn't
never not
forced.
lived at home up until I've never been kicked out. If anything, my parents are like, well, stay with us forever. You know what I mean? Like, why buy a house for? Sell your house, come look after us, always get married. They're like the Hong Kong films of staying with their, like lie and all of that. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I've never been, no.
I'm just thinking. Yeah.
To tick the N8, non-applicable for this one.
Hardest lesson.
Just nothing there, Dave. Nothing there. It's fine.
Okay.
We'll go on.
We'll go on to the next one. Yeah, it sounds like it's from a female. Okay, wanted a guy's perspective on this. What does it mean when he says he has feelings and there's a connection, but would like to see other people just to be sure?
Dave, do you have an answer?
I
Or Will, do you have an answer? Will, My question might even be something you might have said on recent dates to Nando's or.
Nothing to do with me, mate.
What does he mean? I think he means what he says.
I think there's a two sides of the coin.
There's an element of, he likes you, but he wants to keep his options open.
He likes you, but not enough, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's basically that movie title. For me, he's just not that into you. You know what I mean? It's like if he was pot committed and he gives you all of that, like he says that when he says their feelings, and then there's a connection. That's like sweet talking. That's just more like I don't want to let you down, and there could be something there, but I truly feel if there was something there, enough connection that he says he wouldn't need to see other chicks around. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The only thing, just to be sure, it's like, what are you on about? You know what I mean? It's either, I don't know, you go shopping, you find a shirt you like, you buy it, you know what I mean? It's not like, let me park it. Actually, no, you could park it there and come back and look at other shirts. But, when guys go shopping, they one chat, they find something they like, they walk out, they're done, you know what I mean? It's like a girl, you know what I mean? If they tick all the right boxes, so in short, if they tick the right boxes, there's no such thing as this. So basically, this question just means you're not ticking all the boxes that he desires, you know what I mean? He's out there looking for, just more. And like I said, I think the connection bit and the feelings bit is just a sweet talk. It's like, I'm not being funny, but you're kind of ugly. I mean, I'm not being rude or whatnot. You ask, you're one of those. You can't just bed it and come out with that kind of shit. You know what I mean? So, it might not be about looks, but he's definitely keeping his options open. Yeah,
so
yeah.
He doesn't want to commit to you. He wants to see where the other dates he's going on leads to.
I think those opinions that you just given is from the opinion of looking at straight on if you're gonna date, what your purpose of the dating side of things, and your situation there and then is you're looking for a future partner and you want to get married, have kids and whatever, right? I think situational in the sense that maybe also this guy does really want to make sure and take time because of his past experiences. I'm just trying to view it from my perspective.
There's that tape. I mean, why are you getting so defensive for? I
ain't being defensive, bro. I think I just need to kind of share it from a different perspective. We don't know whatever the guy's situation is. I think majority of the explanation that or opinion is that he's just doesn't think you're quite there yet. Okay, I get that. I'm just trying to say.
I'm not trying to say, Will. The only thing is, if you're going to try and say it that way, there's a better way of saying it.
I've not said it, but what I'm trying to say is, if a guy, in general, if a guy is saying that, he is probably just trying to sweeten the bitterness with saying feelings are there, connection or whatever. Usually it kind of isn't. Maybe there was a little bit, and they are just keeping their options open. But I still feel though, there is a slight twist in the coin there where, it is situational. Like maybe this guy has come through trauma or whatever, but that's the whole point of getting to know someone, right? You got to start to kind of hear their story, know their story for you to make that kind of judgment on that kind of guy. So if you feel like he's quite, it's just, a normal date and whatever, you've been out with each other for 2-3 dates and he's come around and said that, then obviously you kind of get the gist of a person by that time of what they're like. So you just got to hear the story and base it on that from what their maybe past traumas or to know what they're looking for. And I think that's the foundational bit of the first 2-3 times that you see each other, to find out where they're at, where their headspace is at for that.
No, I do understand that, but I don't think that's the case.
Stop trying to put it on me. It wasn't a question for me, man. Don't even try.
You know what? Well, you can do what you want, though. You know,
Yeah.
fine.
I do.
You can do what you want, unless you can't.
Okay.
But no, I think if that's definitely coming from a girl, you know what to do. Just move on. Forget this
For sure.
Yeah, forget this waste man. You know,
It's like I say, like you know, there is more than one person for you. It's whether it's the right person as well. You know that you just don't settle for that. You just need to make sure for yourself and find out about that person.
yeah, just have have the courage to do so as well.
There's plenty of people out there, man. There's
100%.
plenty of people out there. Okay, there's some weird ones here.
Go on.
I know what the answer would be for this though. Would you date a lady boy? It's a
Is that
two-part
what the
question.
question? Would you date a lady
Yeah.
boy?
Would you date a lady boy? And
okay.
I'll make this into one question.
it's a
I'll make this
two-part
into one
question,
question.
yeah,
Yeah. Would you date a lady boy? I think everyone here would say no. Does dating a lady boy make a guy gay?
Would they make a guy gay? I think as a normal person answering it, yes, I would say yes.
Yes.
But at the same time, I could almost understand them defending, saying no, I'm not. Like I just have a preference for ladyboys. But my point of view about but if you do that does make you gay. But they're not because they don't want gay would be me dating
A
you
guy-
or,
another-
or you
yeah.
date. You get what I mean? That's
Yeah.
that's gay. But I think it's fair to say that my point of view, if you date a ladyboy, you are gay because they're lady, they still got their bit. So, but then again, at the same time, like I said, it's a preference, isn't it? They like a boy that looks like a lady, and not even just looks. Remember, because bear in mind, remember the ladyboy, they have everything. By the way, yeah, it's not even just the trans where they're men trying to just wear dress and say call me she they or whatever. Right? Yeah, a ladyboy is actually almost in the face of it. Full on lady until you hear them talk or whatnot, and then you see the bits. And I think we had a video that you sent around recently. We went on Instagram where that's like quite pretty one was answered the same question. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She was going, if you like it, you like it.
Yeah,
But
if
in
you
short,
like it, you like it.
does they will make you gay? I would say yes, but I can also foresee their defense of saying no.
Yeah.
But-
Personally, I don't think it is, in a sense that obviously we're in this modern environment now, but that lady boy is. Do you know what? I would say some lady boys look better than a lot of girls out there. You know what I mean? So they are. How do I say it? But I don't know if are they trans or are they just putting on? It's almost like a drag thing as well.
It's just a whole different category,
Is it?
mate. Because
Yeah,
they
isn't
full
it?
on
Yeah.
admit that they're ladyboys. They full on admit that they're boys. You
Yeah.
know? Because
Yeah.
the point is they even switch their voices. I mean, they have a female voice, and then they still have that that loud voice. They play about with it. You know what I mean? So they know they actually still identify themselves as male in essence. You know what I mean? And they still
It's like having the best of both worlds.
it's a whole new category, man. It's a whole new category.
Yeah.
I think because they've still got the tackle, it makes it's
Yeah, but the appearance is a female, like I said. Like some of these are more pretty than.
And
And some guys don't even know until whip it out on that.
no.
Some guys don't even know until that point. So does it make them gay? No, because some guys will make that decision. Oh no, I don't. No, I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
but some guys will want that.
But if they continue on that,
If they continue
Yeah.
after knowing,
Yeah.
then I think so. I think so.
okay.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. After
Okay.
that. But up until that point, I think.
Okay.
Okay, interesting.
Who do you think that question's from? It's probably from your PC. It's probably
the
can we
Gamer
name names?
Boys.
Can we drop real names?
I don't think we can.
I think I know you think
We all know who we're talking
know who
about.
you're talking
We all
about.
know we're thinking about. We all know we're thinking about.
That
Yeah.
one,
He was.
the loud one, yeah. The loud one.
Yeah. Chatty. Yeah. Okay.
What's
Alright,
it?
there's
Awkward turtle. Yeah.
Awkward
The
turtle.
awkward turtle.
Right.
Yeah. Go on.
Anyway.
So there's like a topical question.
Oh. Oh.
The title is the trauma of abandonment in a relationship. It's just probably like a let's talk type thing. It
Yeah, you
might
have
be
to
from
expand because I read that and I didn't.
yeah.
I didn't
The
get it.
trauma
Like,
of
what you talk
abandonment.
about.
I think what
Go
I
on.
think from how I see it is
Just
you've been dumped, or so they've let the partner has left you for it, whether it's, I don't know, for cheating or for any other reason. Your partner's left you, and that's the abandonment, right? They've just left you.
Yeah,
How
traumatic is it?
how has it affected you? Yeah, what kind of trauma have you experienced from someone wanting to leave you
is that
and
what
have
it is?
left you or
The
whatever?
title trauma of
It just
abandonment.
says topic. The
That's
trauma
all
of
I got.
abandonment relationship. I think.
Yeah, that's all I got. So
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I mean, I can only imagine. I wouldn't know.
You've never been dumped
I've
ever.
never left anyone. Have I been dumped?
I think this is more than being dumped, though. I think when they say the trauma abandonment,
Maybe like
they've been left for someone else, is what I feel.
yeah, can be yeah.
Yeah, it would. Yeah, I don't know. It's not. It's a question not for me. I guess.
You've never had anyone that left you for someone else,
No.
Dave. You've never.
It would be gutting
Had
though,
anyone?
man. I can only imagine it. Like, you know, you read stories like that. It would be gutting. Like, imagine you're happy.
Not for someone else, but obviously, you know.
Yeah, you've been broken up with.
Yeah,
I'm saying
yeah,
that's normal. Everyone goes through that. But I'm saying if you switch it around, can you imagine it would be a trauma of abandonment of a relationship. I get the question now.
Yeah,
But imagine.
I had it when I was younger in uni days.
Yeah,
But obviously, at that age, when I was that young,
It's not too serious yet.
Not. I cared because it did hurt, but I don't think I was, that butthurt after.
that bother.
you kind of like that enough then, no?
I liked her enough to be like, oh, but it was like she found another guy, and then I was obviously quite alpha back then, so I was just like, what is this guy like trying to teeth my girl? Do you know what I mean? But it was never like that. But I think this topic is, what is your opinion of it, and how if you put yourself in that situation of being that way,
Yeah.
how would you
It
feel?
would be
and stuff
tough, man.
that?
Like I say, can't imagine that. Like you're going about your life, yeah, you're all happy, and then they turn around and said, "Oh, I found something better," kind of thing. In essence, that's what they're saying, right? I mean,
Do you think your self-esteem would have gone way down after that?
of course,
how
because
do
you're
you-
almost like being kicked to the curb for an upgraded model. In that makes sense. You get what I mean?
I think you'd be feeling very low, very.
I think you'd be even worse if it was not an upgraded model.
I think yeah.
Because if there was an upgrade, you could just be like, "Oh, I'm better than him anyway." You get what I mean? Oh, jokes on her. You know what I mean? Whereas if I'm looking at it, like, "Oh man,
yeah,
I'm left here," you know.
I can't imagine. So I think it'd be initially be the shock, and you go through, the whys. You feel really low. You probably you're probably not in good mind frame to do anything.
I don't know. Is it?
Abandonment is literally like someone leaving you.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like you've just
So
been left.
we said it's not happened to any of us, but I can say, like, does it happen in much like civilian land kind of thing? Do you know many much friends who's left a friend for someone
I know
else?
someone that happened. Yeah.
Okay, because I think it is quite. Because the reason why I say it's rare, I mean, I don't know, but like in celebrity land, it happens a lot. You get what I mean? Like people are, like Strictly Come Dancing. You get what I mean? Imagine the pain of that. Yeah,
Yeah.
It
Oh
happens a
my
lot. Like
God.
you're a couple, and then the one of the other half says, "Yeah, I fully support you. Go on the show, right?" And then they get there, go training every day, and then the chemistry happens, and then they leave. And it happens so many times. You can and you can see it happening because it's like you're allowing them to put themselves in that danger of having a connection. And if you're body to body, seeing each other, yeah, and it's new and it's fresh and they're fit, yeah, you can't help but get in that thing. That's why it happens so much. You can't even blame them. You know what I'm trying to say? It's one of those. And imagine that happens. That must suck because you actually made the agreement of, oh yeah, honey, you go with it. Not chase your dream, but yeah, go have fun. You know what I mean? And then slowly, it happened. In films as well. Like
in films,
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt, Angelina Jolie. That's one.
Yeah, because
example,
they got on screen, and then they found the chemistry, and then they got on.
You're gonna be there. It's like just because your current girlfriend's beautiful, but then on the set, there's another actress, they're another beautiful. It's like, I always say things like, just because you got a Ferrari, don't mean you don't want to drive a Lamborghini as well. You know what I mean? You want both of them. So It's like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So yeah,
I'm not-
like I said, I don't have the experience. I know a friend that went through it, so I can only imagine. You know, he was pretty cut up about it.
I think
But
if you are going through trauma, you should try and work on yourself as well. Because
I feel speaking to someone helps.
yeah,
Yeah, definitely.
I think like
yeah.
talking to people about the situation,
And
to kind of
you don't even have to
clear, not people, but like even if it's like a journal, you write it down.
And people might laugh. You know, I think there's obviously professionals out there that can help as well. But you know, if you just even if you don't want your friends to know, or you can't tell your friends or family, you know, I would recommend just giving Samaritans a call. You know, to speak
man,
to strangers.
we take this well seriously, like it's a real thing. Like someone just went in there, and
Who
it's like,
knows, man? Who knows? Who knows?
Who knows? Who knows?
Do you know what? There was this. I think I showed you guys. I play football on Mondays, and there was there's just a group of new guys come through, and you know, but there's this one guy in particular. I got a message yesterday or a couple of days ago, and it was like reading, thank you, Will, for being so encouraging to this particular person. He's been going through a lot, and at one point he wanted to take his life, and all it was just being encouraging, nice to this person. You know, that's all it took for them to have that, to give that feedback. It's like, yeah, I'm really enjoying my time, for them to see some importance in life. So it is that, like, I know we joke around, and I love it. I love having a laugh. But sometimes, like, when you see like this the topic, the trauma of abandonment, it is quite sad because people have been put through that situation. But yeah, I think if you are going through some hardship, take your time. It's okay to feel that you are in hardship, but also try to talk to people that are close to you, that care for you, and they'll help that healing process, especially because if it's abandonment, you feel quite alone. I would imagine very alone. I know what that feels like because it is kind of partially happened to me. But have people around you, talk to people, even if it's Samaritans on the phone with someone that you don't know. They're here to kind of help you.
Yeah, it's better than bottling it in, and
Yeah,
speak to someone. And
there are people around you that wanna help you heal.
And
so don't feel.
But you probably don't want to hear
like
it. And it's a bit of a cliche, but time is a good healer.
Yeah, that's 100%. 100% cliche, but that's absolutely true.
It is true. Time is a good healer.
It's so funny. This person probably just wrote in there thinking, let me give them a topic to talk about. And they're like, oh, shit. They're taking it for real, like, kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But if it is, like, at least you know, we can help in that way and give you comfort that there are people out there that want to help. What else is there? How are we doing time wise? Maybe a couple more. Some of these questions.
All right.
No, I don't wanna. Okay. Okay. If you could have known what your life would look like today, 5 years ago, would you have changed anything?
Come on, go first.
Would I changed anything?
5 years ago, or just
Sometimes I feel like these questions are directed at me, you know.
5 years ago, not 2019.
I was 5 years. I've been really out for nearly 10 years. So 5 years ago, probably not that long ago. 5 years, but Harvey's 2.5.
It doesn't have to be relationship. I think.
Yeah,
like maybe
it's
work
I probably would
wise.
have done. Not that I regret now, but I would have I would have moved into a house sooner or bought a
Yeah,
house sooner.
funny, my was gonna be house related.
Yeah,
I would have
yeah.
moved
Yeah.
sooner, locked in a bit better mortgage. I don't know, bought sooner, whatnot.
Yeah.
But they're not bought sooner because 5 years ago I've been there 4 years, so it's about right actually. So I don't know.
You did well, but yeah,
If you painted it like I don't know 10 years ago, what would I change? Yeah, stuff like that. I don't know. Just be a bit more sensible.
yeah,
Um,
yeah. So I've only been here 8 months in this house. So I don't regret buying this house, but I would have had started looking by then. But it took me a while to get to this place because of COVID as well. But I think definitely, yeah, I would have bought a house sooner, and then COVID would have been a bit more kinder to me. That's what I'm.
Actually, I do have an answer to this one. 5 years ago, what would I change? I would have got married. I would have got married. I would have changed. So, what would I have changed? Because now it's a bit just everything's just the priorities are different, and then the things are different, and it's like before I thought it's okay, right? You know, don't get. She can't watch this one, by the way. Friends, don't tell her to watch it. But it's kind of like I get it now because people, they get in a relationship, then they buy a house, then they get married, then they have kids. Yeah. So obviously, I've done a bit of reversal. We've done the get together, don't get married, and then have kids now, and then the whole thing is different because when you get married, it's just you two. You're like I joke about it, but you're still in that honeymoon period of you two. When you interject kids in there, you interjecting more issues, more problems, more drama, more things like that. You're not naive anymore. Like because if it was just you two and then you do the wedding speech, you write this whole lovely message. Can't wait to settle down with you. I can't wait to see what kind of life will be, and then we'll grow old and we'll have kids. You have kids. You're arguing every day. So you get me. But when you write that message, you think it's gonna be lovey dovey and amazing. Whereas now you do it, you got it. Like you know what I mean. So it's like it's tougher. I would have got married, and if I got married then, I would have been like that deep in that. Me and you against the world. Whereas now, getting married it's just I don't know. Things will be it'll be very different, and I think you can imagine that it'd be very different. It's just a different type of dynamics, and
Can't wait to hear the wedding speech.
exactly. It'll be tough. It'll be tough. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah.
I'm sure you people like would share my viewpoint and get what I'm trying to say. I think I'm not alone. And jokingly, like when you're 5 years ago getting married, we would have been slimmer and better looking. Whereas now, a bit of weight, the wedding photos will be off, even walking down the aisles, off, all of that as well. Receding hairlines and all of that. The suit would be fitting better. So I would say, as I recommend, like people, the younger lot, get married. Yeah, do it properly. I didn't think it doesn't matter, but I think that's one of the things enjoy that moment. I think before
because I did do that. Like get married and have kids. Would I have changed anything? Probably not. The only thing that I would have changed is just better ways of handling each other, better ways in setting
live together first, maybe.
Live together first for sure. Yeah, I think I didn't do that. I kind of was very quick. I don't know, it was quite a surprise for you guys as well. We had a small intimate ceremony, which is fine. I probably would wanted to have more people around at that time, but it was just a decision that was made really quickly, and we just wanted to have family at that moment in time. I don't know. I think during those 5 years, it's hard because I don't know. I think mentally I'm in a different place. So it's not really something I think about. I don't think I regret anything that's happened. I've got a beautiful son. It's just that I wouldn't wish divorce on anyone if I'm totally honest with you. It's a crazy whirlwind. It's just a crazy whirlwind for that.
Yeah,
I wouldn't wish it on there. I feel like sometimes I wish I could have done some things better, reacted in better ways and whatnot. But then when I really do dig it down into it, it takes two people to do that. And I think without living together, that was probably one of those things that I didn't do that probably caused a lot of the friction in the latter years of the marriage. So
Okay.
maybe live together first. Live together first, definitely. Minimum 2 years, just as some advice. Dave, you got a few more months left.
Like I said, she knows my bad habits. So
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It's not a surprise, but it was just new, and
because
that's where the friction.
I think it's like going off topic here. Yeah, to know someone, you need those barriers to be put down, and obviously, when you first going out, there's no such thing as a fart. That doesn't exist, right? And then suddenly, when the doors come, when the barriers come down, it's fucking like farting everywhere. But yeah.
Bo, you mentioned like arguing and stuff like that because of you've got kids and stuff. It does change. It does change the romantic dynamics a lot. Do you feel like you can handle stuff a little bit better, or do you feel like obviously it's two people that need to really combine to communicate around this, but how do you feel when those moments happen?
The problem when two people argue, and I'm sure it's not isolated, is that the two people arguing, both of them think they're right. I'm not going to argue with someone thinking I'm wrong. Does that make sense?
Yeah, true.
And vice versa for her or them. You get what I'm trying to say? So that's the difficult bit you have. So can you handle things better? I mean, I would say, yeah, I can handle things better. But then my other defense would be like, yeah, but she shouldn't have said that then. She shouldn't have done this. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I think a lot of it's heat the moment stuff.
I know it's heat of the moment, but especially me as well, is that when heat of the moment things like that happen, I'm one of those when it eats me inside. I'm like, why did she say that? Why did she have to deal with it like that way? You get me?
Does the level rise? Do you feel the level rising in terms of like your frustration and things like that? The more you think about it, or
the more I think about it, because even like the more I dissect, like basically the best relationships are you have an argument and then the next day you wake up you forget about it. Whereas I'm sometimes play it over and over again, and the reason why, because I'm thinking, but that's them now, that's their character. It's like, why do they deal with it like that? Do you know what I'm trying to say? And then remember I spoke to you about when you're honeymoon period, things are, you're all nicey, and then when you have that business relationship or you're in the thingy, there's no hold bars. So it's just kind of like, why we aren't, it's just, I mean, I'm just in one.
Do you know what I've learned? I've learned that the reason why we raise our voices in arguments is because as individuals, we don't feel like we're being heard. I think that's probably one of the first steps is to realize that you are shouting or arguing in that sense. Because you don't, obviously, like you said, you don't argue because you both think you're right? But then I've also kind of reflecting on all the stuff that I've gone back, that's happened is, should you both try to take a step back from there and actually listen to each other, the concerns, and understand those concerns, and just have those as understanding the concerns rather than really be like, I need to make my point. My point is right, and I'm going to force it down your throat because it's right.
You want to be right. I mean, I think
it's human nature.
It's hard though, isn't it?
Yeah.
The way you just said to deal with it, Will, is an ideal situation. Those would be the loving relationships where you just get on, and then you have a disagreement, but it's fine. We'll go on. Whereas I'm saying when you're like 10 years deep kind of thing with kids and whatnot, everything's built up. You get me? You're not.
It is like, definitely built up.
This is what I'm trying to say. It's that before kids and like I said, let's get married. Like if you're married before all of this, you're still in that nicey. Like, oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. You're right. I'm wrong or whatnot. Whereas now
it can't just suddenly go. Like, I don't know.
No, but there's so many things. There's so many things in that melting pot. Yeah. That you're just like, I don't know. It's yeah.
I think it's just because we're out of practice, right? I feel like we don't get taught this at school, right? We don't get taught of how to kind of control emotions, how to deal with certain situations. Maybe like in a work environment, you would never go up to your boss or a colleague and start going all out on like maybe once or twice, but it's when you're at home, it's different. You just get your back up around it, right? But
Yeah.
I think it's an environmental thing as well. Like it's out you're out of practice being at home. Maybe at home in your family home, you've seen things in a certain way, and that's how you processed it, and that's how you know what it's like.
But then, to your point, you have been taught because you don't do it at work and you don't do it at school.
But you don't practice that at home.
Yeah, and at home it's different kettle of fish. Like I say, you deal with them differently, man. Because at work, you know, there's rules and regulations and there's consequences.
Why shouldn't there be a little
Because
bit
it's just
of
the
that
way it is. Because like I said, this is what I'm trying to say. Once you have the agreement of we can treat, it's like once you can start farting, you can start shouting. You know what I'm trying to say? It's like once the barriers are out, anything goes. You know what I mean? It's one of those things.
Hey, clip that, man.
I just feel as humans that's what we are. And to be honest, I don't know any couple that don't argue.
Yeah,
same here.
It's a weird one though, because you say that, right? But do you not think that there's certain couples you look at and you think, man, they must be such a nice couple and never argue and things are so nice and so sweet, yada yada yada, and then you hear after, you're like, oh, okay, fine, all relationships are the same.
It's
then,
normal.
kind of
Yeah.
It's mad. It's mad.
It's perception as well. It's perception, like how they present themselves to. I think sometimes social media clouds people's judgment around that because there's definitely it definitely is like you all you see is the nice stuff on what social media or whatever, and then when they're all out, I reckon that a lot of people that looked at me and my ex-partner and thought, wow, what a nice couple.
Probably fair enough.
They look perfect. They look perfect. Behind closed doors, it's not the same. But I said that to her, like when she was comparing us as a couple with other couples, like, and I was like, well, you don't really know them properly. You don't know what if people look at us as perfect couples and we're arguing.
Look at whatever. Look how nice.
Yeah. So I hate it when that. I really did hate it when that happened. But anyway,
a bit of fantasy land, but like when you're arguing, do you not think if you just had a third person there who just stood there as a referee, right, and gave and took a little bit of size and slowed it down a bit, but hold on, you said this and this is what you meant. Oh, this is why he thinks this. You not think it'll make life so much more nicer? And you hear that, you'll be like, actually, yeah, you're right. Because when you're arguing, like I said, everyone, all your arguments that you make, you think is right. It's like, this is my statement, and that has to be true. Whereas if you had that like a third friend there, they'd be like, actually, well, that's not right. You're not being fair there, and vice versa. Do you get me?
Do you want to hear something funny? I know a couple that have gone straight into therapy from the get go.
Yeah, like what do you make get go?
Like, not because things are negative, but they want to keep things positive.
Nice. Okay.
So that's a different perspective and way to look at it. I think that's quite a cool thing because what it actually does is have that mediator in there to kind of be like, oh, look, this is... I mean, sometimes it shouldn't need to take that, but, if you know in yourself that you're quite a hot-headed person, like for me, example, I am quite... When it gets to that stage, I'm just like, what don't you understand? Like, what are you not listening to what I'm trying to say here? Sometimes it does help to have someone there, and not family, because family will always side with.
No, but the example I gave was more fantasy. Like literally, when you're arguing, like, no, time out, we're bringing a referee, and then like that. Yeah. But then, like you say, it's like cancelling, isn't it? And that's where people go, and then it's always on the shows, and they give that side of views, and they're like, well, I understand. But it's
a hard one. I think there's always, like Vo said, in the back of your mind, you just want to prove them wrong, in a way as well, and say, look, I'm right, you're wrong, and you're gonna always have that mentality. And
I think the key point is like all people are quite different. I mean, obviously there's similarities, but all people react in different ways. It's just
you basically you need someone really sort of submissive, not to have arguments with. If you got someone, I don't know, someone from a Chinese village, let's say, or something like that.
Who knows their role? You mean, Dave? Yeah.
Dave, you not seen that Eddie Murphy sketch where he did exactly that?
Yeah.
Went to find a girl back in the mother country, and they come back. Eddie, I want half. You not seen that?
No.
So don't work, bro.
No.
It always happens. The arguments is always there. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled by the sugary exterior. People are always arguing. That's why the therapists are licking their lips, making money around it. But yeah, I think we can
Yeah.
close it up now because we're at hour 15. But they've been interesting questions this time round.
Yeah. Got us talking.
But yeah, I think if you do have questions, pop it down into the comment sections because we do look at it and we'd love to see it. We do grab questions from different friend groups across the board, and there've been real good ones here. So like the video if you liked it, and make sure if you want to see the next episode, subscribe to us and wait for our next release. But yeah, cheers everyone.
Peace out.
All right. Good night. Happy arguments.